In today's video, I'm going to show you my top sales so far in the year 2026. I have two different eBay accounts we're going to go through. Stay tuned. Let's get right to it. Not wasting anybody's time. Alright, here we have some Adams bikes, bags, and boxing shoes right here. Really unique look. Found these for about $4. And they just flipped. They felt really cheap. They felt bad. They looked bad. All types of stuff. But guess what? Flipped for 75 bucks. Okay, you can't complain about that. Here we have some Lorettos. I paid up for these at a thrift store, probably like 60 bucks. This is a bad buy. No, not 60 bucks. It was 60 bucks with a 50% off, so it was $30. But this was a long time ago. I bought these about a year ago, and they just sat. Overall, you know, probably a solid profit on it, but not as fast as I would have liked. All right, next up we got Under Armour Fat Tire Boots. Fat Tire Boots. Here they are, $75 right there. Can't complain about those. Those are about $5 as well. I get everything pretty cheap. I run the bins model and a thrift store model. I don't go to garage sales. I used to do retail arbitrage a lot, but it's super expensive. I don't understand beginners trying to start in that model. It really doesn't make any sense to me at all. Alright, here we have a Nike Lunar One duck boots. I found these at a thrift store probably for like $22. Just a duck boot. I found this exact pair a couple of times, and they always flip for $80 plus. This is a good size 13, really good condition. Here we have a Resistol Beaver hat. Alright, I don't even know anything about hats. Look at it. It's dusty. I don't know anything about cowboy hats, but guess what? We live in the year 2026. We live in the year of AI. So you can just take a picture of a black hat and look at the little markings on the inside and see how much an item is worth. So boom, I bought that. That was about $4. This sat forever right here. I found it in a thrift store, $9. A thrift store that's about 5 minutes away from me. $9. It ended up flipping for what, 80? 97.51. I'm not sure what the sale was. 97.51. Good sale, but it took forever to sell. I think it was priced too high. I had it priced like 180, and I eventually just kept producing it. Got the sale eventually. I mean, really good flip. Cannot complain. Just took longer than I expected. You can tell by the picture. Look at this. It's in my room on the ground, the exact room I'm in right now. So this was taken like a year and a half ago before I scaled up. Here we have some vintage American Law books. It was a book set. Alright, these I paid by the pound. I don't even know how much. They were pretty heavy. It probably what ended up costing me, 80 cents per pound for non-clothing items. I'm not even sure how much this cost me. I know it wasn't $85 though. This sold for $85. Pretty solid. $85 plus the shipping and stuff. Very well. Very, very well. Here we have some Green Bay Packers. This is a solid flip. This is back in my retail arbitrage days. And this item actually was delisted. So it was just sitting in my inventory system, not listed up. Couldn't sell it if it's not listed right. So I paid $44 for this, and it sold for $98. Cannot complain at all. That's a good flip. Here's one of my first ever finds at the bins. You can tell by the background of the photo, like my background of the photo, the little storage unit set up. This is when I first started scaling up my store. Man, it's been a journey, but I've scaled up a lot, and it's paying off a ton. So $99, $100 flip right there. However much these weigh, what are they? Probably about $10. They probably weigh about 5 pounds. Good flip. Here we have some really nice Allen Edmonds. I found these at the thrift. I paid about $33. $30 plus tax, 33. Flip super quick, flip for good profit. They look really, really good. $120. So, Allen Edmonds, look out for that. Alright, ignore this horrendous picture, but this is a Louis Vuitton Paris monogram cashmere silk scarf. Accepted the best offer. I had it listed at $200. Accepted the offer for $100. Here's another hat. This is the day I found like a ton of hats. I found like 5 hats. I think every single one sold except one. And they all sold for pretty solid money. $30 plus. a couple over $50. Charlie One Horse Beaver. Apparently the beaver felt, the beaver material, really in demand. Really in demand. Found this at a thrift. North Face Summit Series. Look at how bad those pictures are. This is back when these pictures are back when I was making about, anywhere from like $1,000 to like $1,200, $1,300, $1,400 profit per month. So I was just doing this on the side. This is the North Face Summit Series jacket, Gore-Tex. Really good model. Sold during prime time though, January 27th. So here we have a really cool sale. This one sold in one day. I accepted a best offer of $115. I had it listed at $130. Just some Pradas. They had a little bit of scuffing on them and stuff. Maybe I priced too low. Oh well, got them for like $3. Okay, look at this one. This one's cool. You can see how these soles look different, right? Because this one's been resoled. And when I mean resoled, I mean they took the sole off the shoe and they repaired it. Okay? So that sold for $130, even though they were resold like that. Mismatched sole, as I say in the title. $130. Got them for like $7. Alright, Vintage Pel Pel. This one I found at the thrift as well. It was a nice set. What I find is you go to a thrift, you can find some good sets. Especially since a lot of resellers, they don't like dealing with sets. I don't know why, because sets make that money. Alright, I got this for like $22. Alright, Kenetrek Mountain Boots. These didn't really have a size on them, so I had to measure with a ruler. Yeah, those pictures are ugly, but $160 sale, cannot complain. These got returned once, but they sold on eBay. They sold on Poshmark first, but they sold on eBay the second time. This is a Panasonic compact stereo system. Apparently this was just a return, and I just sold the return. No cost of goods. Somebody gave it to me. 1 gram gold bar, $167. Here's a cool one. Mookie Betts. I found this one at the thrift as well. This is what, $15, $20. I was super surprised when I looked it up. I'm not sure why this Mookie Betts jersey went for so much, but it went for $153. Good flip. Here's a really cool one. This is a Filson 100% virgin wool cargo field pants, men's pants. This is my first time ever finding Filson, and I found this at the bins. This and a Filson jacket that I'm holding still. I'm gonna try and wait for winter to sell that, but I accepted the best offer, $225. I had it listed at like $300. Maybe I could have got more in a couple months, but $225 when I paid what, $5-6 for them. Cannot complain at all. Crocs. I sold 7 of these. I bought those on Amazon years ago to get ungated. I don't even do that no more, so it's much better margins on eBay, so I don't have to play around with too much money, too much spend. Here we have some Jordan Oklahoma Sooners football cleats. I sold 2 of these, $100 each. I got these for $25 at Marshalls or something like that. And then here's the craziest flip I had all year so far. We have another eBay account, so stay tuned. But here's the craziest find I've had all year. Nike Vapor Carbon Elite 2TD men's size 12 black football cleats, pre-owned, not even in that good of condition. I listed them at $700. I accepted the offer for $460. I'm sure they're probably going to resell it back whenever football season comes closer. But listen, you gonna give me that $460? I'm gonna accept it because I got it for less than $5. All right, that's a crazy flip. I would have never guessed the football cleats going for that much. But listen, I've sold this exact model, brand new but pre-owned. Brand new, but they were a bigger size, so they weren't as desirable. These were a size 12, super desirable. It sold for more than the brand new ones I got. And the brand new ones I got sold for like $200, but I got them for like $25. But yeah, if you ever see this model, a Vapor Carbon Elite 2 TD, it goes for crazy money. I've sold probably about 5 pairs of those, but only 1 pre-owned and 1 for that much. That one went crazy. All right. If you're somebody that wants help scaling up your business, or you just want to do a side hustle, or you just want to, be in a group of resellers, I have a group. Check it out. I'll show you exactly how to make your first $500 to $1,000 per month, consistently, month after month. And we also have the scaling up roadmap for any resellers, and then we have a typical brand tier list, reseller tools, my daily sales, and then I'm gonna do a deeper dive on different reseller concepts. If you're interested, link below. It's less than $30 a month, so it's a really good deal. Okay, a little bit of technical difficulties, but we're through that. So let's go over the other eBay account. We have some Danskos basics, 50 bucks. Got these super cheap as well. I don't know if I accept the best offer or not. 37. Let's see, what did I actually sell it for? 48.91 total sales. Here we have a Converse, basic Converse. Y'all don't need to know much. Lucy Indigo. That was a brand new with tags, and it retails for about $150. Never heard of the brand before, but I seen it new with tags, and I seen the MSRP, and I was like, I don't even have to look this up. I get it so cheap, so why waste the time looking it up? Joe Rocket. This is a really good brand to look out for. If you could find it for under 15 bucks, cop it. So yeah, next up we got a Tyndale FR men's flame resistant work vest. This sold for 40 bucks. Great flip right there. Great condition. I sell a ton of workwear. I think it's because I live by a lot of plants. If you're a reseller, you need to know your area and know what to look for. I know that these workwear and stuff, it goes for good money, and a lot of the resellers I compete with in my area, they don't pick it up. So I don't know if they don't know, or they just think, oh, if it's stained up or it has holes in it that it won't sell, but they sell like hotcakes. Nike LSU ThermaFit pants, 60 bucks. Great flip there. That got returned. Here's a good one. Under Armour Youth Catcher's Gear set. This sold in like 2 days. I accepted the offer for 40 bucks. Great flip right here as well. I know to look out for baseball gear because I was a baseball player and I know how expensive all that stuff is. Even Youth Catcher's Gear goes for good money. All right, basic Levi's 502s. These aren't really high ones. Let's go up some more. Let's go to like the 90s. So, all right, Patagonia, $76. $67. Did I accept it at that price? I'm not sure, but yeah. It sold during the summer, June 4th. So you can sell this type of stuff. Will it sell for as much as it would in a couple months? Probably not, but it's still selling. Here's a cool one. I found this one. I'm not afraid to look up random stuff. I'm not afraid to sell this random stuff. Took a picture of it at the bins. Google Lensed it. Saw it was worth something. Cost me $5? Sold for 85. Took the offer. Man, I'm all about speed. I'm not worried about getting top dollar for everything I get. I'll hold out on certain items if I know like come winter it's gonna pay me like 30, 40, 50 more dollars. I'll hold out. But other than that, I'm trying to rotate this money in and out. Keep it going. Here we have an Anne Klein New York one. This one had a crazy retail price of like $400 or something. I listed it at like $130 and it sold for $85. Alright, eBay. I know we're not doing that. Alright, so we have a Brooks Brother Red Fleece Navy Blue Glen Plaid Wool Blend pantsuit. This one had a lot of traction on it. Super quick. I used the AI to put a model on it. I found this at the bins. It was surprisingly both together in really good condition, and it flipped really well. $110 best offer accepted. And here we have the biggest sale ever on this account. This one I took a best offer of $170. Aldens are a great brand to look out for. So I just recently found out about that. But yeah, look out for Aldens. Anyways, like I said, if y'all want to join my reseller group, if you want to learn how to scale up your store, if you want to learn how to start reselling on eBay, check the link out. Check the link down below. And also, if y'all want to know how I list really quick and cross-list all my items across different platforms, link below as well. I use Nifty. Anyways, I hope y'all enjoyed this video. Like, comment, subscribe. I'm out. Peace.